Jaya Vivekananda Surai Satchit Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. I bow down to Swami Vivekananda, who is the king among the monks, hero among men, and who was the embodiment of Satchi Ananda. We bow down to him again and again. This evening our topic, various facets of Vivekananda. Before I start my subject, I say a few words about this Vivekananda USA. All great work starts with very poor, pitiable condition. When Prakash was talking about the inception of this Vivekananda USA, it reminded me Varanagar monastery. Ramakrishna passed away. The disciples had no home to meet together. They returned to their respective homes. 3-4 had no homes. Sri Ramakrishna appeared before Surendranath Mitra and said, Surendra, my children are moving around. Why don't you rent a place for them so that they can stay? Surendra immediately, after Sri Ramakrishna passed away, first appeared before, or not first, second appeared to Surendra. Master, I shall do it right now. He went to Swamiji's house and said, we are householders. We want to get some rest, some peace. Please build a monastery. I shall pay 80 rupees per month. That is the beginning of Varanagar month. They rented a haunted house, 10 rupees per month rent, broken, dilapidated building. Swami Vivekananda was eating rice and spinach and said to his brother disciples, you will find our names will be recorded in history. It is absolutely true. No food, no clothes, they have only what if people read the description of Varanagar monk. When I opened my volumes, Parliament of Religions by Dr. Barrow's 2 volumes, Nilis, Vivekananda was there. Our names will be recorded in history. I met a person whose name is C.T. Jackson. He is the first person got the PhD, Swamis in America, in 1964 from UCLA, University of California in Los Angeles. Ramakrishna movement in the West, recorded in history. In 1976, I went to Washington, D.C. There was a big exhibition abroad in America. That was the name of the exhibition. 26 foreigners, those who came to America and left their legacy, heritage for American culture. Vivekananda is one of them. I visited, I took some pictures, I lost some of them, of that pavilion. It was done in the Smithsonian Institution, one of the most prestigious institutions of the United States of America. Vice President of America is the President of the Smithsonian. It was recorded in history. So the very, very beginning, in the basement of this place, this is Vivekananda USA, I hear sometimes from Prakash how much work he is doing in Bangladesh and India. Education. Education is the panacea of all diseases. You see one of the beautiful models I saw in Vivekananda Vidyapur. Ideal model. One Maharaj said, go, look, form that kind of model in everywhere in this country. They are demonstrating what is called man-making religion, which Swamiji wanted. Religion, which can make human beings perfect. Like Vivekananda Vidyapith is doing this in his basement, Vivekananda USA is doing. Prakash alone struggle, and of course some of our friends from India and in this country helping him. Please help him. That is the way you can build this culture, our spiritual culture. Otherwise will be no value. That I wanted to tell you in the beginning. About Vivekananda. His life was short. 39 years, 5 months, 24 days. But his message was long. He said it will continue 1500 years. I still remember in 1982, I went to Shila. And I went to that house where Swamiji stayed. Swamiji was not well. He was gasping from asthma. Do you know what did he do? He was seated and there are 2 pillows in front of him. He put his 2 elbows there and gasping. At that time he said, it doesn't matter if I die. I have given enough for 1500 years for this thinking humanity. I went to that room. They put a sign outside. We were on the stage here in Shillong. As you know, Swami Vivekananda was born in 12th February 1863, got Western education. We taught him, never accept anything without evidence. That is the main theme of the Western education. Pramanchar, otherwise I shall not accept. Do not accept anything without evidence. So he was trained that way. He did not like many things about Hinduism. But he liked, so the reason he joined Brahma Samaj. He did not like caste system of Hinduism. Second, there was no women education in Hinduism. The Brahmas are the pioneers. Swamiji took Nivedita, started women education in India. Swamiji just saw a bird cannot fly with 1 wing. 2 wings are necessary. Both men and women must work together to make a perfect society. Education. Third, he did not like Balya Vivaha, child marriage. I remember my aunt was married when she was 8 years old. She became widow at the age of 14. What will she do? She cannot marry again. She became a revolutionary. Mahatma Gandhi ki charge. Quit India in 1942. Quit India, fighting against the British, my aunt. Moreover, you saw Brahmas as very progressive outlook. Swamiji did not like Hindu gods and goddesses because Western race, these are all idol worship, throw away. He did not like it. What did he do? He loved Shogun Brahma. Let me explain to you what I mean. That he used to meditate. God without form but with qualities. That is the Christian concept of God. God has no form. God is omniscient, omnipresent, all merciful, all powerful. This is God. That kind of God Vivekananda used to meditate. He didn't meditate in the gods and goddesses. He used to think these are all superstitions because British education, Western education. Next, he did not like the priestcraft. They exploit poor people and take their advantage. He did not like, don't touch me, untouchability. He hated it. have to understand. If you read one lecture of Swamiji, Vedanta and privilege, 4 kinds of people exploit the society. First, rich people, plenty of money, they exploit society. Second, intellectuals, they exploit the society. Third, strong people. In Aboriginal society, the person who is the very strongest person, he exploits the society. Fourth, priests. I am very close to God, give me money, I shall enjoy more advantage than all of these people. Swamiji in that lecture mentioned Vedanta and privilege, equality. That Swamiji wanted. Now this person is a rebel, came to Sri Ramakrishna. He liked him. He was very much moved, impressed that this person is sincere, he is not hypocrite. And very truthful. And he said, but though he is illiterate, he used to say, sir, I did not come here to learn anything from you. You are an illiterate person. I read Kant, Hegel, Schopenhauer. I know East-West philosophy. I know so many things. You are illiterate. What can you teach me? That is good, that is good. I am not to teach anything. You come, Kali temple, very beautiful garden, enjoy here. Yes, yes. And that Vivekananda later came to Swamiji, Ramakrishna, do you know what did he say? Sir, do you have any medicine so that I can forget what I have learned? That Vivekananda. Look, I am just telling you transformation of Vivekananda first. As I said, he did not believe in Shakarabad, God will fall. What happened? Vivekananda was in terrible problem. Father died, suffering from poverty, could not get a job being a graduate, came to Ramakrishna. I cannot bear to see my mother starving, brothers starving. I know that mother listens to your prayer. Why don't you pray to the mother, Kali? So that, I asked mother, mother says he doesn't believe in me, what shall I do with him? Sir, please you have to do something for me. I cannot bear, my mother is starving at home. All right, today is Tuesday, very auspicious day. If you go to the mother, whatever you will ask, she will give to you. Swamiji knew that Sri Ramakrishna's truth comes from his lips. He went to the temple, what did she pray? Did he pray? Ma, Gyan Dao, give me knowledge, Bhakti Dao, give me devotion, Vivek Dao, give me discrimination, Vairagya Dao, renunciation, Abad Darshan Dao, uninterrupted vision. These are the 5 things Swamiji prayed. This is the only 5 things he prayed. Came back. Did you pray for money? Oh no, sir, I forgot. Go back. 3 times he went and 3 times he did. Sir, you did some magic. Oh no. Then he said, all right, sir, do something. Mayer Kripa, today mota bhat, mota kapode, obhav habe na. By the grace of the mother, your family will never suffer from plain food and plain clothes. That's one blessing is enough. So he admitted Kali. Whole night he sang Ma Tangi Tara, Tumi Tribuna Dara Parat Para. Evening morning he slept. Then Swamiji, when some people came, do you know what? Narendra admitted Kali last night. It is a great victory for Sri Ramakrishna. Do you know why? Otherwise this person is one-sided. This man will carry my message. He must carry the full message, not partial. Swamiji believed God with power. Second thing, he did not believe Guru God. And Guru business. That Vivekananda composed Yami Gurum Bhava Vaidam Naradeva Deva Jaya Jaya Naradeva. This Vivekananda did not believe in avatar path. He is composing avatar over Ramakrishna Deva. This Vivekananda did not believe Punarjanma path, theory of reincarnation. That he preached in America. He did not believe in Advaita path. Non-dualism. It is and he was criticizing Sri Ramakrishna. God Brahma, Bati Brahma, Kaps Brahma, Jar Brahma, ludicrous. All these sages of the rishis, they're all crazy. Sri Ramakrishna said, he came out from his room, oh go, keep also. What are you saying? Sri Ramakrishna with his finger pushed him. Do you know what happened? He was intoxicated. He went to home. His mother was serving food. He saw that rice is consciousness. Mother is consciousness. The plate is consciousness. And he stopped eating. Then again, his mother is telling, you have some disease, go to a doctor. His mother could not understand what happened. Non-dualistic experience. Then he went out. He saw the buses are coming. Brahman. He went to Hedua, that Azadin Bagh is called. There are the railings of that play. He was bumping his head on the iron railing and saying, this is Brahman, this is Brahman. Then he believed his non-dualism, this cosmic experience of cosmic consciousness is true. He believed. You know, the person, he is physically strong, mentally strong, morally, ethically, spiritually, this person is invincible, strong. And how Sri Ramakrishna changed him, not through scolding, not through intimidating, not through forcing, just through love and giving experience. Vivekananda was transformed. I could wrote a quote. Christopher Richard wrote, when a being like Vivekananda converted, then the 19th century is altered. One cannot sufficiently stress that point, that a great man has great doubts and a great conversion, and that there are tremendous effects from that conversion. Yes, he was the representative of the Western world. Vivekananda represented the Western world, which is a meeting of the East and the ancient India. Vivekananda was changed. That is the first point I wanted to tell you. This is interesting. Second thing, Sri Ramakrishna predicted. One day in Dakshineshwar he said, you know, Keshav became world famous with one power. My Narendra had 18 such powers. When Keshav left, Swamiji was scolding Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, are you crazy? Keshav is world famous. Even Queen Victoria listened to his lecture. I am his college student, and you may be famous now. What can I do? Mother is showing me. You know, I had a desire to see what are those 18 powers. It is not recorded. It is in the 11th book of the Bhagavad. I shall tell you the reference. Book 11, chapter 15. There Krishna mentions Uddhava. Those 18 powers. It is amazing that what Swamiji, was. He was one of the 7 sages, incarnation of Nara. Sri Ramakrishna brought him in this world to carry his mission. Swamiji's disciple Sharat Shankara Chakravarti wrote, in knowledge, Swamiji was Shankara. In large-heartedness, Buddha. In devotion, Narada. In the knowledge of Brahman, Shukadeva. In debate, Brihaspati. In beauty, Kamadeva. In heroism, Arjuna. And in the knowledge of scriptures, Vyasa. Swamiji was a man of wisdom, an ideal worker, a yogi and a devotee. He was a monk, an ascetic, a sage and a mystic. He was a leader, an orator, a poet, an artist, a writer, a conversationalist, a debater, a singer, a musician and a humorist. He was a philosopher, a linguist, a educationist, a patriot, a humanist and a reformer. According to Swami Vivekananda, he was a perfect man. In every aspect, this Vivekananda is perfect. We never get tired of hearing about a person whom we love, the more we hear about our beloved, the more we wish to know. This is a sign of love. One most striking thing of Swamiji to me, do you know what is the most striking thing? His love for humanity. In San Francisco, he told an American woman, Madam, I have to born again. Why, Swamiji? I feel in love with human beings. I love human beings. Some years ago, I wrote an article on these various facets of Vivekananda. Sadhana and Siddhi. He took money, went to Calcutta University to deposit money for law examination. From the counter, he was thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? He did not put money there. Straight ran to Dakshineshwar, sorry, Kashipur. Sri Ramakrishna was at that time suffering from cancer. He went, his no sandal, he fell on the street. He straight came to Kashipur. I said, Sri Ramakrishna, Master, please do something for me. You take care of your family, then come. Sir, I want to make it out of Samadhi. Please wait. Sir, if I die tomorrow, Sri Ramakrishna looked at him and said, you will get tomorrow. Next day he had need to go to Samadhi. That you want. I want to be immersed in Samadhi month after month, year after year. Sri Ramakrishna scolded him. Shame on you, fear on you. I thought you would be a huge banyan tree under your shade, people will get peace. And like a selfish person, you want your liberation? Shame, shame. While Guru generally helps the disciple to get Samadhi, Sri Ramakrishna is telling opposite. He is Nitya Shuddha, ever perfect, ever free soul. One day he was running, and Girish Ghosh, he came to Girish's house. Do you know what he said to Girish? Maya is trying to overpower me, and I am trying to overpower her. There cannot be any compromise. Either Maya will die or I will die. Both of us can exist together. What a statement he made. Either Maya will die or I will die. There is no compromise. Girish Chandra Ghosh made a very funny remark. Mahamaya is in deep trouble to bind Narendra. The more she brings her rope, the more he expands. So his rope is insufficient. And Mahamaya again is in trouble to bind Nagmosha, Durga Jagannath in Narayanganj. I went to his home. The more he tried to bind Nagmosha, he becomes smaller. He passes through the knots, so Mahamaya cannot do. No ego. So Mahamaya cannot bind him either. Mahamaya is in deep trouble to bind Narendra and Nagmosha. What a great statement. Do you know what? One day he says, do you know my problem? My problem is Ramakrishna. That crazy Brahmin of Dakshineshwar possessed me. I want to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. The moment I go, I see Master's face. My goodness, we have never heard such things in our life. That what a great state he was in the spiritual realm. It is extremely difficult to see the relationship between Swamiji and Sri Ramakrishna. Swamiji was a very handsome person, you know. I remember one devotee devotee in Hollywood, I was then in Hollywood. One girl says, Swami, I love Vivekananda more than Ramakrishna. I go, why? Swami, he's very handsome. I go, no, Thakur is very handsome. Sri Ramakrishna also is very handsome. I remember one of our devotees carried the Swamiji's picture to the framer, in the picture mark. Then one black girl saw that picture and said, oh, what a devil! And in black language, they sing just the opposite, you know. Bad, that means good. That's the language, the black people's language goes that way. Bad, that means that is good. Devil, that means is an angel. Meaning will be just three words. That's the language of the African American people. So Swamiji came with the branches here. Swami Sri Ramakrishna put his hand in his ear and said, we have not come to this world for enjoyment. Sir, what about you? You have a nice mattress and bolster. Sri Ramakrishna said, you work for mother, mother will give you 1.5 hat godi, 27 inches mattress and mattress after mattress. But toward the end of his life, one day he remembered that incident. He came down from his bed and started to measure. And exactly that, for those who have seen the Lunmach Swamiji's room, you will see that spring mattress which the American devotees gave to Swamiji. And he said that exact same height. He burst into tears, Swamiji. Even out of joke, any words came from Sri Ramakrishna's lips that became true. Mother never spoke any untruth through my lips. Swami Vivekananda wrote Magnetic Personality of Swamiji. You know, if you read the reminiscences of Vivekananda, each person mentioned Swamiji's eyes. Fascinating eyes. Padma, Palasha, Lochana. Long eyes. There is Swamiji, Sri Ramakrishna mentioned Devachokshu. Devachokshu is very long. Up to the ear it goes. Yogi's Chokshu. It becomes round and a little reddish color. Thakur, Swamiji's eyes are protruding eyes. When you sleep, your eyelids closes your eyes, but not Swamiji's eyes. So big, protruding, a portion will remain empty. Shivanatha. He was a Shiva. Amazing, fascinating eyes. When he was in good mood, he was very warm and friendly. Even animals would flock to him. He had a magnetic personality. One can rightly say about him, when he laughed, everyone laughed. When he cried, everyone cried. Once he instructed me to be self-reliant, saying, do not take service from anybody. Do your own work. No for certain. No task is insignificant. His empathy for others. He was waiting for a tram car in Calcutta. A beggar came and asked something. He gave the entire money to that beggar and walked 4 miles. Take the position of a giver in this world, Swamiji said. He was not well. He went to Shimutala for a little change. He found some poor shopper. When in India, when they cook rice with water, they empty it, that water they came to eat. Swamiji gave his own food. He was a guest of a rich man. He gave his own food to him and came back to Calcutta. I cannot bear human suffering. It is impossible for me. Amazing person. His truthfulness, one day he told Sri Ramakrishna, sir, I shall come on such and such day at 3 o'clock. Swamiji arrived, the witness arrived 12 o'clock, to 2 o'clock, and waiting outside the gate. Sri Ramakrishna heard that Narendra already arrived. He went there and said, "Why don't you come in?" "No, sir. I told you that I would come to you at 3 o'clock. I cannot deviate from the truth." It was extremely good. Never deviated from the truth. You know what? One day he quoted Swami Vivekananda. Both, when you become a Brahmo, you will have to sign, "We shall never bow down to any Hindu gods and goddesses." So one day Swami Vivekananda was bowing down to Mother Kali. Swamiji saw it and pounded on him. "You deviated from truth. You signed in Brahmo place that you would never bow down to Hindu gods and goddesses. Today you did it." Vivekananda was scared. He was avoiding Swamiji. They are good friends, you know. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, "You know, Rakhal now has a little devotion. Please don't scold him. He is afraid of you." And then Swamiji kept quiet. Extremely great power. Then Swamiji, during his travel, he was in Mahabaleshwar. He was the guest of a lawyer. And lawyer has a newborn child. And that child was crying whole night. And nobody could sleep at home. Then Swamiji asked next day that baby's mother, "Could you bring the child to me tonight? I shall keep your child. I'll be the babysitter." "Swamiji, I cannot, it is my child, I cannot keep my own child, keep quiet, and you will give me your child." Swamiji sat for meditation, taking the baby on her lap, on his lap. Whole night that baby was calm, did not cry. What willpower he had. Amazing person. He was an incarnation of Shiva, partial incarnation. You see, his disciple, Sharat Chandra Chakravarti, went to Nagmashai and asked Durgadhara Narayanganj, "Well, you will have to initiate me." Narayanganj, he said, "You are a Brahmin, I am Kshatriya. I cannot initiate people, but I can tell you, your guru will be Lord Shiva." So Swamiji arrived in India in 1897. He went to Alambazar Mott to see Swamiji. He saw Swamiji was lying down after lunch, taking rest. He was watching. He saw Lord Shiva. Then again he rubbed his eyes, Swamiji. Again he saw Shiva. Again he rubbed his eyes, saw Swamiji. Then he was thinking that Nagmashai was a man of truth. He said, "Swamiji, he is my guru." So he took initiation for Swamiji. His conversations with Vivekananda, that is one of my favorite books, Book of the Devotees. Swamiji had an encounter with Arya Samaj in Lahore in 1897. He said, "Swamiji, you have the power to preach Ramakrishna." Swamiji said, "I have the power. I can bring 1/3 of the world's population under the banner of Sri Ramakrishna, but I shall never do it. I shall never preach the personality. I preach the principle. Personality called rises, falls. A guru, yogi, Baba in this country rises, they rise and they fall, disappear. But I teach the principle, Upanishads. Long lasting. Swamiji was a seer of truth, Rishi. How Swamiji taught, very interesting. In America, I remember, in Pasadena, we have a house under Hollywood Center. That house now a historical landmark, belonged to Mead sisters. Mrs. Waikab had a son named Ralph. Swamiji was stayed in their house for 6 weeks. Ralph, he knew what Swamiji wants. Cigarette. So he would run to Swamiji's room and bring cigarette. Ralph, a 16, 17 years old American kid. And Swamiji is teaching him that God is so near to us, but people do not see it. Why, Swamiji? Ram, how do you see? Swamiji, I see through my eyes. Can you see your own eyes? No, but you see everything through your eyes. That is true, Swamiji. But I can see my eyes if I go in front of a mirror. I can see my eyes. That is the answer, Ralph. If you have a clean mind, you will see God. You need a pure, desireless mind. Swamiji did not quote the scripture. Swamiji did not give any, just common sense. Real common sense. He gave a great lesson to this young boy, American kid. The great lover of humanity, Sister Christian Decor. His love and compassion were reflected in so many incidents even in America. Once he started taking French lessons from a gentleman. When I asked him why, Swamiji said, he is very poor. This is the only way ML can keep from starving. Ordinary American teaching French, he is giving money so that he can survive. He is taking French lessons from him. A member of the Vedanta Society was accused of juggling with the Vedanta Society's money. When Swamiji came to know about this, he said, I will make good any deficiency. Then the matter was dropped, and he said to no one of the others, I do not know where I could have found the money to make up the loss, but I could not let the poor suffer. A great lover of human beings. One day in Belur Swamiji was absorbed in reading. The dinner bell was gone. He did not hear. So all the disciples are seated in the dining hall waiting for Swamiji. Then Khoka Maharaj, Swami Shubhadanand was sent. He saw that Swamiji was reading. So from the back, he closed the book. Swamiji looked at that. Rascal Khoka, you closed my book, I do not know where I was reading. Swamiji, I saw the page number. We are waiting for you, Puja is getting cold, please come. Swamiji went and had dinner with the brothers. What a person you are. How much consciousness. Sometimes when you eat, he is asking that, hey, how many chapatis I have taken. Nobody conscious. Mind dwells only in God. These things are all stories to us, but Swamiji was Swamiji. Very unusual person. Swamiji was a prophet. His prophecy. Sister Christian reminisced. Swamiji said Europe is on the edge of a volcano. Unless the fires are extinguished by a flood of spirituality, it will blow up. This of Europe in 1895. When it was prosperous and at peace, 20 years later came the explosion, the First World War. One of his classmates came and Swamiji, could you tell me what is Maya? You know, when in America I give too many lectures, my Rajas is so up. It is hard for me to do something. If I go to the Himalayas and if I meditate again, I get my Shastra quality, then I can teach. All right, let me try. You put both your hands on my hand. Immediately began to meditate. And that person also lost outer consciousness. And he was thinking, he was carried away by the current of the river for months and years. Then all of a sudden his body hit in the Dakshineshwar temple garden and he saw Sri Ramakrishna. Someone, after 5 minutes, someone hit the door and Swamiji's meditation broke. That is Maya. Do you know why? You transcend the space, you transcend the time. Space and time. When you transcend, that is beyond Maya. We live in Maya. Space, time. He could give the experience. You see? And really, I was reading a funny story. A milkman came and Swamiji said, hey, he was drinking some alcohol. And he was talking all sorts of things. Swamiji, well, bring him here. Hey, why do you mix milk with water? You bring milk in the monastery? Bhajal doodh? You. Sir, my father and my brother, they used to mix water from pond. But I mixed water with tube well, which is fresh water. I was so happy. Hey, this man spoke the truth. Give him money, give him money. He spoke the truth. My father, my brother, they used to mix water from the pond. I take from tube well, which is fresh, good water. What is wrong? This spoke the truth. Vivekananda worshipper. I was in France in 1992. Wherever I go, I try to find out some new materials. So I found a piece of paper which Swami Bodhananda told in Paris. I do not know, in 1920s or something. And Swami Siddheswarananda recorded Vivekananda as a worshipper. One day he came to the shrine and said to Swami Premananda, you get up, I shall do puja to you. Swamiji said, do you know what Swamiji's puja? Boom! Meditation, 2 hours. His face will be red. Then we will take all flowers and soak in sandal paste, put at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, bath. Not like Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo, Om Namo. Then you see we put Om Idam Shachanan Pushpa Ramakrishna Namo with there. No such thing. Meditation was his worship. Then do you know what happened? All of his disciples, they came to see my Guru worshipping. They all sat. Swamiji took the flower tray and started to put on the head of his disciple. And the remaining flowers he gave to Sri Ramakrishna. He tried to convince them that Sri Ramakrishna dwells in each one of you. So offering, which is sacrilege, giving flowers to human beings, then flowers to God, that is wrong. That is uchisto, different flowers. No. Swamiji saw Sri Ramakrishna and these human beings, my disciples, the same God manifested everywhere. That was Swamiji. I wrote many, many very fascinating stories, that in my Bahurika, because I wrote in Bengali, then I wrote in English. An editor came to interview Swamiji. What is the goal of human beings? The goal of human beings is not to do anything. What do you mean? You started the Ramakrishna Math mission and all these activities, We have 180 centers, 1,600 monks all over the world. You started all this work and now you say the goal of human life is to not to do anything. I told you the truth. You are the Atman. Atman is actionless. There is no action there. Action begins the moment you enter the realm of Maya. When you are in Brahman, Atman, no action there. That is your true nature. That I said, The goal of human life is not to do anything. But we can't. Maya forces us to do something. What a great person Swamiji was. One day, Swamiji was giving a class. Premananda came. Hey boys, come. We have to go to the Vesper. Swamiji scolded him. This is not worship. You sing, ringing the bell and waving the light, that is puja. This is also puja. I am giving class to the monks. Train them. Then Premananda did not say anything. He went to the shrine. He did arati by himself. Afterwards, Swamiji went. Swami Chetanananda said that and told Swami Prabhavananda. And Prabhavananda told me. Swamiji went in the shrine. Do you know what did he say? Old shrine in Belur upstairs. Old shrine. There is a marble altar. There he went and he bumped his head like this. Forgive me. He apologized. Master, forgive me. At the time of the farewell, that I like. Swamiji said, Bodhan, Swamiji said, do you know what happened? When I left home, my two eyes cried. My one eye cried for the mother. And my another eye cried for my Guru. If I would not leave my mother and brothers, my Guru's message would not spread. What a great sacrifice. Swamiji asked me to give his prayer. Swami Bodhananda wrote. Swamiji asked me to give his friends 2 rupees from his wallet. I said, if I give him 2 rupees, nothing will be left. He said, do you think that I care for that? Give him 2 rupees plus a little more. Then he commented. Then he continued. In a room, if one window is open and the corresponding window is closed, there is no ventilation. So let it go by one window and it will come by the other. Money will come. It was 4th of July, 1902. Swamiji went for a walk. Came back. Sat on a bench under the mango tree in the courtyard of Belur Math. He saw some monks are drinking tea. He was asking, could you give me a cup of tea? He drank a cup of tea. Then he was going to his room. He came to the second steps. And Swami Bodhananda was there, who was the head of the New York Center, the Vedanta Society. He died in 1950. I don't need water, Prakash. It will go. I have the bottle here. Then he asked Swami Bodhananda, hey, how much money I have? Swami, 4-5 rupees. You know, the other day I went to a monk's room and found this mosquito curtain. Maharaji was told, buy a new mosquito curtain for that monk. Otherwise he will be bitten by mosquito and he will get malaria. This man is going to die within 2 hours. But he was thinking about the monk. You know, only this person can be leader. Born leader. Swamiji wanted people to mold their lives according to his teachings. Once he jokingly said to his disciple Swami Achalananda, if you people declare me an avatar after my death and just start worshipping me, worshipping my picture by waving light, I will certainly return as a ghost and break your necks. আমি ভূত হয়ে তোর ঘাড় ভাঙবো। মানে waving lights and doing puja. No. They did not care too much about rituals. Take my teachings, implement, translate them into your life. That you want. আমার মুখের সামনে পিঠ ডিম ঘুরাবি, I shall come as a ghost and break your neck. How much he said? He was hero. Vivekananda said, when Swamiji lived in Belur Mata, I felt that the whole monastery was full of light and joy. When he was not there, it appeared a little gloomy. When one entered the mart, one could sense whether Swamiji was there or not. Swami Vivekananda's room was to the north of Swamiji's room. One night, he left his room by the eastern veranda and heard a piteous cry coming from Swamiji's room. He thought that perhaps Swamiji was sick. He entered Swamiji's room and found him crying in great distress on the cement floor. Swamiji, are you sick? Vivekananda asked, startled. Swamiji came to his senses and said, patient, I thought you were sleeping. Vivekananda then asked him, why you had cried out? Swamiji replied cheerfully, I cannot sleep because I am thinking about the suffering and poverty of our countrymen. My mind is disturbed with agony and anxiety. So I was praying to the Master for the welfare of our country. Swami Vivekananda consoled Swamiji and asked him to sleep on his bed. You know, it is not a show. In midnight in Belur Math, nobody is seeing Vivekananda. He is crying on the floor and praying for his countrymen. As I say sometimes, Vivekananda is a wonder to me. When I see his books, so many books written for him, about him and by him, how is it possible that within a... You see, we on this world stage at the age of 19, at the age of 30, 1893. He died in 1902. 9 years. 2 years he was not well. 7 years only he worked. I don't know what he did. In Brooklyn, December 1894, he said, I have a message to the West, as Buddha had a message to the East. What was his message? Beloved. For the American people and for us also, do you know what he left? His 4 yogas. Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Bhakti yoga, Raja yoga. Dear Swamiji put his life to make understand what is true religion. Anyhow, I am very glad that I came and I tried to share with you some of the Swamiji's life and message. This Vivekananda USA. Please have a study circle also. Only these boys are so beautifully, they are learning the songs and they go once a week to Vidyapit and getting all this knowledge. And those who are community, you please bring your children and train them this way. That way you can carry our culture, our religion, our spiritual heritage. Thank you very much.
We are really grateful to you, Maharaj. Thank you for coming all the way, and hopefully within 6 months we'll see you again, Maharaj.